More importantly, the court said orally not to precipitate matters and said that we could apply for exemption. Even so, he goes to the learned magistrates court and then makes a big noise and says that warrant should be issued. And on this very issue, he's filed 4 complaints till now, previous to this, all of which have been stayed by this honorable court in other quash petitions, all of which are listed together on.
And they come to the conclusion based on certified copies filed before the NCLT and the MCA that there is a discrepancy because there are 23 meetings reported for 2 financial years, 2020-20.
What is your remedy?
Is that the resignation, as rightly pointed out by the learned senior
Your
counsel,
resignation is what is fabricated is
that is not the case.
Then what is the fabrication?
There
Those
are-
board meetings, you were not present.
This board meetings never happened.
So it is antedated.
And they have admitted because all the matters that have been stayed are stayed based on a submission made by the counsel for one of the petitioners here in a matter which was an interim order passed.
You told me this in the other case
I did
also,
so.
I remember. Yes.
Please.
So the complaint relates to the very same matters that have been subject matter of previous proceedings before this court where interim orders have been granted. But the complaint doesn't say anything new of anything that's transpired after August 2021.
You are appearing for the respondent?
Notice was not ordered by this court. They've appeared voluntarily. Party in person initially appeared. Now, my lord,
Party in person, I see.
that's right, my lord.
Yes.
What had happened was we moved it in the vacation. On that day, when the matter comes up, even before notice is ordered, the party in person appeared. And then, my lord, this court felt that since the regular roster was before your lordships and your lordships had granted one of the previous interim orders, the matter could be heard before this court. More importantly, the court said orally not to precipitate matters and said that we could apply for exemption. Even so, he goes to the learned magistrates court and then makes a big noise and says that warrant should be issued. Lord, in the present case, what has transpired is that coming to the merits of the matter, of course, not my learned friend, the party in person. Coming to the merits of the matter, please be kind enough to take page 32, complaint, Annexure B. At 35, please come to the bottom of the page, paragraph C. This is his complaint. Primary purpose of the petition is to shed light on the criminality underlying the extortion, coercion, influence extended to compel complainant's resignation from the company, resignation not voluntary, etc., etc. Now, my lord, all this resignation is in June 2021. And on this very issue, he's filed 4 complaints till now, previous to this, all of which have been stayed by this honorable court in other quash petitions, all of which are listed together on 5th of July, if I'm not mistaken. In this, there is no interim order.
We'll list it on that day.
Please, my lord, grant an interim order and list it on that day.
Purely on the point of interim order and the submission that's been made, Your Honor, I request 3 things. As regards the submission that the petitioner, the second respondent, made some submissions in the trial court, I have sought instructions. I have instructions.
You forget.
Purely on the merits, Your Honor, this is not related. The facts that are brought to the notice and based on which the charge sheet is filed are related to previous matters. But the criminality in this case is not about the disputes between the petitioners and the complainant. In this case, the specific complaint is that based on their filings in the NCLT, found out that a board meeting that they say took place during the COVID lockdown on 9th April did not happen. The reason I know it did not happen is because I was the director and this is before the disputed period. After that, the police conducts investigation and they come to the conclusion based on certified copies filed before the NCLT and the MCA that there is a discrepancy because there are 23 meetings reported for 2 financial years, 2020-20.
What is your remedy? What is your remedy?
My submission.
Setting the criminal law into motion is the remedy?
Respectfully, Your Honor.
Why?
In respect of fabrication of documents, what is being done here is that the resignation, as rightly pointed out by the learned senior
Your
counsel,
resignation is what is fabricated is
that is not the case.
Then what is the fabrication?
There are board meetings that relate to a period that's 1.5 before my resignation. They are uploading that subsequently, and I come to know about that only when they make the filings before the NCLT. So it is only when I came.
So those board meetings you were not present.
That this board meetings never happened.
So it is antedated.
And they have admitted because in the NCLT they are filing. I have given the diary number. They admit that 2020.
All right, I'll take it on 5th. Because all your complaints have resulted in a stay. This will also be on 5th. We will hear you and dispose it.
Only on the point because I I have
Whatever,
instructions
see,
on the fact
If,
of how.
if there are 3 complaints of yours which have been stayed, the 4th also will meet the same fate. But on 5th, we will take it.
Please, may I make one submission? I bow down with whatever has fallen from your honors. On the manner in which submissions were made in all the previous matters, there is an averment in the petition that relates to an interim order that is before your honors. All the matters that have been stayed are stayed based on a submission made by the counsel for the one of the petitioners here in a matter which was an interim order passed.
You told me this in the other case
I did
also, I
so.
remember, yes.
Please, now what
So
is being
I'll
said-
hear you whole hog on the 5th. Yes,
In fact, I will try my best to file objections on all the matters before that date.
yes,
then
because all
appeal.
the other matters are on the 5th.
Please,
You file, no, it's one matter you file and you highlight whatever you
if
have. to
convenient to the court, what I was thinking is I will prepare a detailed list of dates.
Please
which-
do.
which
It'll
would-
it is
along
always
with the
convenient to the
synopsis,
court.
So that would become common objections for all the
ನೀವು
matters.
sir?
We'll,
Hakbudi.
we'll definitely please.
Yes.
Definitely please.
Heard the learned senior counsel C.K. Nandakumar appearing for the petitioner. Despite vehement opposition from the respondent's counsel, I deem it appropriate to grant an interim order of stay on the score that in identical cases concerning the same parties, 3 of them have been stayed by this court.
4 of them.
4 of them have been stayed by this court. Tag this petition along with so and so.
Supply them.
Wish to
List them all.
clarify, Your Honor. Please, I will. at
List
the
them
end-
all on 5th July
Please.
at 3:30 PM.
Great.
I will substantiate that they are not identical. Every single complaint that
Do
is
it, sir.
filed.
No, that submission is that.
It's only
I will give you
sufficient.
all opportunities, so don't worry. List on 5th July at 3:30 PM. The council for the respective parties shall file a synopsis of list of dates and events and the judgments they are, the authorities that they want to place reliance upon by the next date.
We'll file it in advance so that you're not.
Yeah, not by the next date, by the 3rd of July.
I will do so.
Yes.
One slightly delicate matter. I'd normally not ask for hand delivery because the learned. the
Hand
counsel-
delivery.
Allah, because he's appearing now.
He's here, sir.
I am accepting notice.
Learned
His
counsel
notice is not
so-and-so
ordered.
accepts notice, registry
you.
to print the name of so-and-so is
Okay.
appearing for the respondent.
Please. So.
He's there. Rather you move the matter
Yeah, I'm
tomorrow
kidding.
again.
That's why I said it's a
Will not do
delicate,
that.
that's why I'm right, because notice was not
40th
ordered.
person you say, definitely I
That
would have.
notice was not
corrected.
ordered. That's the reason, my lord, I brought it to your lordship.
If Your Honor permits in 30 seconds, may I still take Your Honors to the submission? Because the submission that is being made is patently misleading with utmost respect to the learned senior.
Don't worry, I still,
Made a
one
misleading
minute.
statement, please point.
I still remember your submission, identical submission that you made a month ago. So I'll remember this on the 5th also,
And
so
in
don't worry.
every single matter, that one single
Yes, sir.
submission is the basis of stays.
This same submission you made.
Please,
is-
I will
Oh, I
substantiate.
also.
Then I
remember-
asked
my lord,
you-
I'll be careful.
The submission has a spiraling effect that interim order has gone into
That is
every
what has been
case.
happening.
I will take it on the 5th.
Lord.
I'm grateful, deeply grateful. Good.